What are the top 10 rides at Dreamworld? Number 10. Starting off our video with a flight through the forest, we have the new for 2023 Kenny's Forest Flyer. And what I love so much about this attraction is that it does not spin you around whilst launching and flipping you upside down like our attractions to come does, yet provides the fun of that for the entire family. The question is, would you take it on, or would you rather stick to the more thrilling experiences to come? Number 9. And such thrilling experience to come would be our next attraction, Shockwave. As if you choose to take on the wave, you'll not just spin around and around and around, but also rock back and forth along the W-shaped track. Saying that though, the reason why it is at the number 9 spot and not further up the list is in fact not due to the thrills nor that very uncomfortable restraint, rather that it is very common, and therefore we would suggest doing Dreamworld's uniquer offerings before you spin. Number 8. Who here has ever wanted to slither like a serpent? Maybe you have, or maybe you haven't. But after simply watching our next ride, I know that many of you will change your minds. To the haven't, because in a nutshell, all that you and the other 3 thrill seekers will be doing on this attraction is flipping upside down continuously whilst also spinning around in circles. But for me, the scariest part has to be when you are held upside down for what truly feels like an eternity. Number 7. As much as you can't visit Dreamworld without taking on the world-famous steel Taipan or plunging on the giant drop, neither can you visit without flying across Australia on the Sky Voyager. But maybe not for the reason you may think. Because as far as the actual ride goes, it is basically an over-the-top movie theater with you staring at a screen for a few minutes whilst your seat moves around, giving you the sensation that you're actually flying through the air. However, there is something about flying across the stunning sights of Australia that leaves me getting off every single time speechless. Number 6. Now, I do not know much about motorbikes and I didn't know anything about Mick Doohan before making this video. However, one thing I do know a lot about is roller coasters, and this is an amazing one. Being able to board a motorbike and then race around many twists, turns, drops and airtime hills at speeds of up to 45 miles per hour is certainly an experience. Mick Doohan fan or not, that you'll love.
Alrighty.
Number 5. With all of these new giant spinning and flipping roller coasters, it is easy to forget what made the park what it is today. And one of those rides has to be the ride previously known as Hot Wheels Sidewinder and Cyclone. This is the Gold Coaster, and opening up in 2001 as the park's first roller coaster, it is now going down the generations as one of Australia's best rides, with it providing the fun and classic elements it always had, alongside, especially at night, some of the best Gold Coast views too. Number 4. Get your pilot hats on and your hands to the wings, because ready or not, soaring into our number 4 is Tailspin, the do-it-yourself flight experience. And before you all say, Tom, I can't fly a plane. Well, this is super easy, as without doing anything you will rotate around through the sky. However, if you want to flip upside down, you will need to move the levers in opposite directions, which then, with help from the wind, will make your stunt plane flip upside down again and again and again. So, are you the sort of pilot to take a nice and leisurely flight through the sky? Or alternatively, one that will flip upside down to the end of time? Number 3. Who here loved their childhood swing set? Well, if so, then look no further than our next attraction, the Claw, which basically is that swing set on a whole new level. Don't believe me though? Take a ride for yourselves. Cause, just like your childhood swing set, you and the other 31 people on board will rock back and forth higher and higher. What is not so much like your childhood swing set though, is that you will be rocking back and forth 8 stories in the air, reaching speeds of 40 miles per hour. And oh, yeah, spinning around non-stop.
Tighten these bolts up. Loose. I like that.
Number 2. If you are scared of heights, then it is probably best to look away now, because whilst we are no longer taking on the Tower of Terror, the tower still exists with another terror, the 119-meter tall giant drop. And as you can only guess by the name, once you have reached such mind-blowing heights and paused for what feels like an eternity, you'll plunge back down to planet Earth in a matter of seconds. And number 1. Now there would be no surprise that slithering its way into our number 1 spot is none other than Steel Taipan. This ride is simply amazing, and no matter whether you ride normal or on tail whip, the spinning car at the back, after taking on all of its launches, inversions and whippy turns, you'll immediately want to head round for another go.